Today we're reviewing lessons 2.6 through 2.8 for geometry. Here we have a figure to look at, and we're going to be asked a question on the next page. It says, determine the point of intersection of lines J and M. So if we're looking at line J here and line M here, we can see that they clearly intersect at point B here. So we would put as our answer point B. The next statement we're going to fill in, it says complete the following statement. If you have CD equals DE and C, D, and E are collinear, which means they're on the same line, then D is the what of segment CE. So if we draw this out, we have 3 points, C, D, and E, which are collinear. So they're on the same line. And it's asking us what D would be. So since D is in the middle of CE, and it's saying that CD is equal to DE, that we could say that D, point D, is the midpoint of this line. The next couple of problems we're going to look at is going to give us a statement, and we're going to either need to name a definition, property, postulate, or theorem. These are going to come from your key concepts packet for chapter 2, so you're going to have those with you when you take the quiz. This, we're looking at the statement, if y equals 3, then 3 equals y. Notice all they did was switch the 3 on the side of the equal sign, and that's going to be known as the symmetric property. Next one you have is a plus 4 equals b, then a equals b minus 4. So if you look at how they got from the first statement to the second statement, they subtracted 4 from both sides, so this would be the subtraction property. The next one, we're given a statement here, and then a conjecture is made about the statement. So think of two planes intersecting, and where they usually intersect, they would intersect at a line. So the statement, they said, is the planes can intersect only at one point. So that's going to be obviously false. The next one, and these are in the next 4 problems. You're also going to name definitions, properties, postulates, or theorems. They're going to give you a statement. So the first statement here is AB is congruent to segment CD, then CD is congruent to segment AB. And that's actually similar to one of the previous ones we just did, because all they did was flip the 2 parts to be on either side of the equal sign, which is called the symmetric property. So that's the symmetric property again. Here you have 2 segments, AB equals CD, and it's saying that AB plus XY is going to equal CD plus XY. So they're adding a segment, to each segment there. So if you're adding a segment, this is called the segment addition property. The next one, it says angle 4 plus angle 5 equals 180. And then you have another set of angle 5 plus angle 6 is 180. So it's saying that angle 4 is congruent to angle 6. And this is theorem 2.6, which actually says angles that are supplementary to the same angles are going to be congruent. So since angle 4 plus angle 5 is 180, and then the same angle, angle 5 plus angle 6 is 180, which means they're supplementary, that means they're both going to be congruent. So that's theorem 2.6. The next one, we are talking about if angle 2 and 3 are vertical angles, then they are congruent, and that is just the vertical angles theorem, or theorem 2.8. And then the last problem, we need to find x. It gives us angle D is 7x minus 14, angle E is 4x plus 20, and it says angle D and angle F are supplementary, angle E and angle F are supplementary. So just like the last, or second to last problem we just did, where two angles that are supplementary to the same angle are congruent, that's going to tell us that angle D is congruent to angle E. So to solve for x, we're going to put them equal to each other. 7x minus 14 equals 4x plus 20. And we're going to solve for x. So I would combine the like terms to get 3x minus 14 equals 20. Add 14, and in this case you won't have this on the quiz, but you'll get a decimal. So 3x equals 34. You would divide 34 by 3, and you would get, in this case, about 11.3. And on the quiz, you won't get a decimal, but you're going to be doing a similar problem where you would need to know the theorem and then know that that theorem tells you to put the two angle measures equal to each other. And that concludes the quiz review for lessons 2.6 through 2.8 for geometry.